I'm Doug Waters from Property Brokers, and here's the secret to profit from property in Papamoa. A year ago, at the end of lockdown, we'd been prophesied the end of the world, but the opposite happened. 20% growth throughout Papamoa over the last 18 months has attributed to a lot of profit. I'm a first home buyer the second time around. After lockdown, I put my 60 grand deposit into a 600 grand home. I'm going to have to wait 18 months until it's completed, but I expect that to be worth 750,000. So over 18 months, I've accrued 150 grand profit from investing 60 grand. Put that money in the bank, I'll have made 2 grand in interest. Investing 60 grand in the bank at 2% equals 1.8 grand over 18 months. Alternatively, buy off plan, 600 grand becomes 750. 150 grand profit, 80 times better. And even if the growth then levels at 5%, I'll appreciate almost 40 grand in the first year, and it will continue. Again, 20 times better. So why would I sell within a decade? Let alone whinge of approximately 5 grand extra cost for having tax deductible expenses or capital gains if I was flipping. Finding the 10% deposit wasn't particularly easy, especially while paying rent, which continues to increase. And we're surprised why homelessness is growing and investors are getting richer and richer. Here's what they didn't teach you at school. The fundamentals for profiting from property remain the same. Value and demand increase come from strength of infrastructure, employment, inflation, and lack of supply. When you're buying, you're going to decide what you want. You'll choose from comfort, storage, functionality, maintenance, local amenities, growth potential, and of course social factors such as your hobbies and your family. And of course, the money. The consideration of local jobs will be further influential when considering having a renter pay your mortgage. This is led by infrastructure and transport determining demand versus supply and the consequent rent charge to tenants. Investors want a good yield, but this is proven to be less than a fifth of the profit accumulated through capital gain. That's the time in the market, and the more the better, and the more doors the better. Because you're only paying the 10 or 20 or 30% and gaining the profit from all 100. The first 3 months of 2021 have seen an average 47% sale above the government valuation. So for $1 million property, you'd be selling for 1.47 this year. Imagine you have an inferior agent who costs you 10%. That's 100 grand you've just washed away.
How are you going to get the sack of cash?
So whether reinvesting or finally cashing out, you're always going to want to buy low and sell high. So when you're selling, you've decided to sell, you've got to decide when. What improvements are going to be necessary? How are you going to sell? And who with? So the answer to the optimal profits in Papamoa is to choose the top sell. We have local families with budgets from 800 grand to 1.2 million, looking for quiet suburbs near the beach. Pop the kettle on, give me a call. I'll come around and offer a free appraisal for your property, and we can discuss the best marketing packages as well as the most profitable method for sale. Property Brokers, with on-site auctions and the most profitable sales as standard.